Hey, this edition of Talking Preps, pleased to be joined by Stephen Jones, the head coach at Dorado. And, Coach, getting a little golf in this afternoon, right?
Yeah, no doubt. We had our annual Wildcat Scramble out here today. We had a great turnout. We had 27 teams out here. Everybody was excited to come support the program and play some golf. We had a great time.
I was going to say, that's awesome to hear the support for the Wildcats. And I would imagine this is probably going to be the last time in a while you're going to be able to get in some golf, right?
Yeah, we're about to get into the grind of the schedule for sure. We start with full contact. Practice is coming up week, and we're really looking forward to that and excited that the governor announced to move forward with that today.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. That was the announcement. Everybody was looking forward to having contact, given the green light. Had you expected that? Had you planned for it? And how soon do you hit the field and have contact?
We planned for the worst and hope for the best. So we're excited that the governor let us roll with it, and we'll get after it starting Monday in full pads and hopefully return to some normal with hopes of being able to play our football season on time, kicking off September 4th.
With that in mind, from the mental aspect, I mean, your guys have been going at it hard, been doing conditioning and limited drills. How important was it to take this next step just for their mental health and to just give them something to look forward to?
Yeah, I mean, the mental health side of it is huge. We're dealing with teenagers that have had nothing to do over the past 4 months. So they have to return to some sense of a schedule and be in a routine and just get life back going. So very grateful that the governor made that call today and looking forward to being able to be with our guys every single day and learning a lot with them on and off the field.
How was it this week? You're able to practice and put the helmets on and kind of get started. Morale good? Everybody excited? Or was it tough to kind of get everybody going?
Morale was great. I mean, it was easy to get everybody going when you'd really not been able to do much in the past couple months as far as like just doing team stuff and things like that. So there was a ton of energy in the building. The kids were moving around great, and we expected that when we got back to practice.
So have you been given procedures? I know you've got procedures in place now. Does anything change now that you go to contact, or you pretty much do what you've been doing, and what all does that entail?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to continue to follow the guidelines that were put out by the Department of Health, but we can also follow along with the regular, AAA schedules. So into the second week of fall football, you're able to put the pads on and make some contact. So that's really the only change is we're able to make contact, which really at this point in the season is not a change. It's normal. So that's great news.
How much contact do you think you'll do next week? I mean, obviously things have kind of progressed slowly. Do you jump right in, or do you just go with the plan that you had originally put together before all this broke out?
I think that's I've been asked that by a number of different people as far as our plan goes. I mean, throughout June and July, we were able to do workouts and get our bodies prepared for when we did get the green light to go with contact. So as far as safety goes, there aren't any concern, but we'll definitely ease into it. It won't be an old school Oklahoma drill on the first day. We're going to get out there and reteach tackling and do the little things correctly and just harp on the safety side of it as far as contact goes, and then get back into a normal football routine.
So things finally getting back to as normal as I guess normal can be. How much of a relief is that to just kind of be back to where things would be normally if all this hadn't taken place?
Big relief, huge relief for the kids. I mean, and that's what it's about. We were looking forward to getting to play football this season, and when it started to look like that could be taken away, it's just it doesn't have anything to do with the game. It has to do with the guys. It has to do with the locker room and seeing those kids day in and day out, and the relationships that we build and the things that they learn that they'll carry on, for the rest of their lives through the game. That's what my biggest concern was taking that away. And as I said again, I mean, I'm grateful that we're able to play.
How much do you talk to them about conduct away from football? Because obviously, when they're doing football activities, it's very controlled. It's probably the safest place for them to be. Do you talk about that every day, or do you even have to? Is that just understood, or what kind of how does that work out?
It's nothing new as far as that goes. I mean, we always tell our guys to, you know, take pride in being a Wildcat and represent our program in a good way. But when, you know, with everything going on in the world now, we have to preach that safety side of it and just letting them know that you are coming back to your team. So wearing your mask and all those different things that you need to be doing away from workouts, so we can't be with you. Just begging them to follow those rules as closely as we can.
So, who's more excited right now, the players or the coaches?
Mixture of both. I mean, the players, like I said, there was a lot of energy at practice this week. So, I mean, the coaches are fired up for sure, but those teenagers are ready to get back to something. So, I'd say the players.
Definitely. Well, how'd you hit him today? Before we let you go, how'd you hit him today? How was the putting?
I actually didn't play today. I
Oh,
played in it last year, and you know, this is my second year here at El Dorado, so I decided to go this time. I stood between number 1 and number 18, and I heckled some guys. We had a field goal set up that they could move up to the middle of the fairway if they made a field goal, so I got to hang out and do that. And we had a quarterback net up at one hole, and got to give some guys a hard time there too. But I wanted to be able to see everybody today, and when you're out playing, you're just not able to do that. So I just opted to just hang out today.
I was going to say, and I saw on the Twitter feed as I pull it up here, you got the basketball coach out kicking a field goal. Man, I mean, you got the
Yeah,
basketball guys in football.
our baseball coach, and our basketball coach kicked the field goal today. And Coach Porter, that's a terrible celebration right there. But he was excited that went through the uprights, because what you can't see behind the camera is about 15 people giving him a hard time. So he was excited that stayed true, went right down the middle. Otherwise, he was really gonna catch it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you taking time out to talk to us. Best of luck, and we hopefully next time we talk, we can actually talk about some games.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Blair. Appreciate you having me on again, man.
Thank you, Stephen.